Hey, it's Murray. This is the Top 10 Archives, easiest tricks you can actually do at home. It's like 10 tricks in 10 minutes. And of course, I'm hanging out with Jim and Kelly.
Hey.
And I'm going to teach you guys some magic tricks. You guys cool with that?
That's
So
great.
cool.
Okay,
Good.
so these are tricks you can actually make at home really easily and you can impress your friends. They're not like, just because they're easy tricks does not mean to pull a joker out for me, okay? But don't look at it, just put it out and put it on the table. Just pull out the joker for me.
Okay.
All right, 1, 2, 3. Show the camera.
Oh, wow.
Bam. All right, so here's how it works, guys. Here's the secret. You need 3.5 cards or 3.25 cards. Here's the secret card right there. It's a little fin. It's got a flap. See? That's the secret card. We got 4 cards, and I'm going to do it myself so you guys can get the gist of this, all right? And I'm going to go with a 10. I kind of use cards that are different, like that actually stand out. A picture, something a high denomination, low, because the cards look different. That's the idea, all right? Then you need tape, and then of course you need scissors. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to suggest, let's go with the ace. You take the ace, and when you cut this, you cut it on an angle, okay? Which is not really in half, but just enough, like that. So you have this piece here, okay? You want to cut this slender enough, okay? What I mean by is that this has to fit on an opposite card or something different. You want a contrast. So I want to put this on the jack because there's a contrast for me. The 10 and the jack are a contrast. That's a nice contrast. Find a card that contrasts well. So what you do is you take your little sliver, all right, and this sliced piece you can just chuck in the middle because you don't want to get it confused. We're not going to use that anymore. You take a piece of tape. What you do is take the back, and there's a straight edge on it. You know, one's on an angle, one's straight. Put the tape, look at the back of your card, not the front, look at the back. Put the tape on the edge, half it, and run it straight down, okay?
Okay.
Everyone got that?
Yes.
Okay. Then what you do is, what you want to do here is you want to bend back the tape. Don't put your fingers all over it because it's not going to stick. But bend that back just enough so you fold it. Okay? And then find the card you want to put it against. I want to put mine against the jack of spades. You're going to use the 10. Now when you put this is really important. You really got to put it so this is all on the card. Okay? Here's my example. You want it to sit on an angle as if you fan the cards. You know, when you fan cards, they fan like this. So keep that in mind. When you put this, you want to put on a bit of an angle so it's a bit of a fan of the card because that's the way you're going to hold it. And you press it down hard. And then you just have a little fin that just opens up like this. So now that's on there, okay? But it has to be on there so when you look at the back of the card, you don't see it. So now you got your little pocket, okay? And that's the secret card. So this is the one you don't want to share with anybody, all right? Because that's the secret. Then find a card that you're going to change it to. So this is your fake card. Mine is the 10 of diamonds, yours is the ace of spades, yours is the king of clubs. I'm going to change mine to the 3 of spades because the 10 of diamonds and the 3 of spades are very different. I really want that because people forget what their card is or what it was. So take the one you like, slide that in there, and line it up with the actual sliver. It has to line up the top. The top, if anything, cheat it just a shade below it, not above it, because it has to line up to look like the card. So it should look like one whole card now, okay? That's the idea. Then what you do is you take the next card. It might happen to be a 6 of hearts. Here's the joker. Here's the 2 of spades. Don't line it up against the edge. It'll never work and it won't look good. You have to overlap it, maybe 1/8 of an inch, just enough. And then lift it above it, because you've got to hide this slice in it, because if they see that, the trick's going away. Put that up, lean it against it, and then if you notice, this card here is actually the real card that's poking out. And this card is the fake card. But it looks like the right card. It looks like the same card because you're hiding the line. You put that down, and then down here where all the mess is, you put your thumb there. And that way, it hides everything, okay? So now, you hold on to it, and you grab that thing like it's a windy day, because once you have this grip, you don't want it to change, all right? So now, we're gonna do this towards the camera so you at home can see how the trick works, all right? But what you do is you present this to the audience, or your guest. And you say, and you explain to them. You say, look, I got a jack of spades, 10 of diamonds, really make it casual. I got a 6 of hearts, turned over. So you can't see what. Don't tell them, this is really important. Tell them to slide the card up, but don't look at it yet. Because if they pull it out and see the change right away, they know there's something down. Now look, if we turn these cards over right now, we're gonna show that they're still there. So you squeeze your hand together a little bit. If you're worried that you haven't got it right, because these are the 2 cards. So whatever you choose, I'm gonna choose against it. See, I have the power because I know what's in my hand. You don't. So we're gonna go with the carrot again, since that's what I have in my hand right now. Okay. The way this works is, I say pick 2. Okay, I don't say choose, I just say you cut a strip of paper about 1 inch down, all right? All the way down, I'd say 1.5 inches, 2 inches. I'd be a little thicker, maybe 1.5 inches, all the way down. Okay, so there's your strip of paper.
Use this?
Yeah, we're gonna use this because it's gonna get messy.
Okay.
And then I always find more the printed side. It hides what we're gonna do more. It's pretty equal on this, so I'm gonna use this side. Take rubber cement, all right? And take the rubber cement. You can buy this at any office store. And leave about 1/2 inch at the end with no glue, but you're gonna put the glue all the way down. Just paint all the way down this. Okay? And be somewhat generous. Don't be cheap about it. Okay? And you're gonna go all the way down to here. Okay, so there's all your glue. Now this stuff actually dries pretty quickly, believe it or not. So you leave that there. Now, with rubber cement, if you take this and fold it right away, it'll glue together and that's the end of it.
Right.
Okay, so obviously you need something that is gonna stop that from sticking, because when I fold it over to cut it, if I just did that, we'd never get it apart again.
Right.
So the secret ingredient is flour, all right? Just regular flour. You can use baby powder as well, works sometimes, or starch, but flour is the easiest. You sprinkle it over the glue, okay, like so. I usually wait till it's dried a little more, but it dries pretty quickly, okay? And there's your flour.
Absorbs it.
Yep. It takes in. So basically, with rubber cement, it's exactly what it is. It's rubber. So that never goes away.
Right.
So that's why you can cover one side with this. It doesn't stop it from being sticky. That's the secret. So now, you drop this all the way down. So you pop that off.
Okay.
Okay. And now, if you notice this side, where the glue is all now covered with flour, which means it's not sticky anymore. A regular piece of paper, because nobody's going to believe that, so make sure you do this outside or wherever you're going to do it at, okay? And make sure that's off. So now, you take the paper, you fold it in half, and you fold the actual glue to glue. That's the way it goes, not the other side, it won't work. You got to fold glue to glue. That's why you put the flour, so it doesn't stick. Then you take the scissors, and when you cut with the scissors, it actually makes the rubber mesh together. The two pieces of rubber on either side mesh together like gum, and it actually is enough to hold the paper together. Now, right now it is definitely cut. So when you open, if you noticed, I always lie 1/2 on my hand and then slowly open it this way, because if there's any pressure like that, it might break apart, okay? So you want to lift that up slowly, and it'll stick just like that. See, and that's how it works. You can keep cutting all the way down, and even cut on an angle, and it'll stay.
Right.
But if you pull the bottom, look, it'll come apart. Go for it. So there it is, okay?
Got it.
Yes, nothing in this hand here, right?
No. Right.
Obviously a nickel in that hand. Watch very, very carefully. So we're going to have one.
Oh, look at it.
2 cents. You need 55 cents, and basically you get 2 quarters, all right? What you do is you put the 2 quarters together, and you put them like that in your hand. See? You pinch them just like that. And then you take the nickel, you put it on the front of that, like a T.
Right.
See that? All right, so the idea is if you look on top, they're going to see that, but you want to look on it straight head, because that's it. So whenever you're performing, don't do it too low, they'll see in the top. Don't do it too high, they'll see underneath. You want to be at eye level when you do this, okay? And everyone's in front of you. And then what happens is, that's your nickel, and you go, now don't tell them I got nothing in this hand and nothing here, because now you're just telling them you have something. Just say, look, I got a nickel here, I got nothing in this hand. So indirect, and then you grab both, and you hold the nickel and that 1 quarter together as one, and you separate them like that.
I see.
So when you do it in real time, it's this like that, and then you swing your hand like this, because they can't see that, because you're blocking it, right?
Right.
For one moment you do this, and then you turn your hand forward, come across, and then there's your
Awesome.
That's great.
That's
Did you
awesome.
know that? You didn't know that, did you? So if I go through these, I should be able to see the fingerprint with the right light, because these haven't been touched. Let me see if I keep looking. That's your card.
That's it.
There it is, 2 hearts. You have someone pick a card, any card. So you pick a card, all right? Doesn't really matter. Just take one. Have a look at it. Memorize. So you tell them to memorize that you don't want to see it. So they memorize the card, and you show them.
Okay.
You place it on top of the deck. So put it on top. Now, when I put it behind my back, here's what happens. I take the top card. I flip it over. Nobody sees that, okay? Now, at first, you probably have to use 2 hands, but if you practice enough, you can actually slide the card over and do it with 1 hand, okay? This is advanced, but you can actually do it with 1, which I did. But I would advise at the beginning, just put your hands behind your back and then flip it over. Now, when you bring this back out from behind your back, don't bring this facing the audience. Make sure you keep it flat, and you don't flash that card they just chose. So you bring it out, but when you bring it out, you go, hey, quick question, is that your card? And most of them go, no.
Right.
They forgot that it was really on top of the deck. It was not. But as you're doing that, you're looking at their card. That's how you. Awesome, because this is something you never want to do to impress a girl. You never want to destroy their money.
Wait, no.
Didn't I tell you that part?
No, you didn't say that.
Yeah.
part.
I'm gonna just here. I'll show you. Watch.
Wait,
See,
no.
see the Franklin.
Yes.
Hello.
Okay.
All right. You do this and put them together. Now you're watching, right?
I'm watching, yeah.
All right. So together, yes. Now, I want you to watch this. I take these scissors,
Okay.
and what I do is when I hold the bills like this, it looks like
Oh, don't do that.
I'm going to cut them.
Please don't do
It
that.
looks like it.
Yeah.
See?
No.
You watch.
Wait.
See, it looks like
You're cutting my money right now. I
it
hear
looks
it.
like I'm cutting it. See? It's an illusion.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean.
See? It looks like I've actually cut the money in half. I mean, it does look like I've cut it in half, hasn't it?
What?
But if you do this, watch. They're actually back together as if nothing ever happened. Kind of cool, huh?
How the hell did you just do that?
Thank
How
you.
did you do
All right,
that?
you have a good day.
Wait, no, that's my money.